The San Francisco 49ers have stirred the pot once again, adding significant depth to their wide receiver core during the latest NFL draft. But where does that leave Brandon Aiyuk? His name has been swirling in trade rumors, yet the organization has chosen to stay tight-lipped. As fans, we need to ask ourselves, what's the real game plan here? Let us know where you're watching from and your thoughts on Aiyuk's future with the team. In a refreshingly candid moment, 49ers GM John Lynch addressed the situation, stating, "Not anytime soon," when questioned about potentially releasing Aiyuk after failing to find any trading partners during the draft. This is not just a throwaway comment. It indicates a strategic mindset that the 49ers are adopting. Yes, Aiyuk may have played his last snap in red and gold, but the organization recognizes his talent and trade value. Why would they throw him away for nothing when they could potentially leverage him for something worthwhile? Lynch underscored Aiyuk's capabilities, calling him an extremely talented player who has made a significant impact in the league. It's crucial to remember that while the trade discussions may not have unfolded in the way some expected, the 49ers are keeping their options open. The door is still ajar for a potential revival of Aiyuk's career, just not in the way fans might have hoped. The fact that they're not rushing to part ways with him shows a level of respect for what he brings to the table, both on and off the field. There's been speculation surrounding the Washington Commanders as a potential landing spot for Aiyuk, especially given his connection with former college teammate Jaden Daniels. With the Commanders recently drafting Clemson's Antonio Williams in the 3rd round, they may be looking to bolster their wide receiver options further. However, let's be clear, if Washington truly wants Aiyuk, they'll need to sweeten the deal. The 49ers are not in the business of giving away talent, and they should be commended for holding their ground. In a league where player movement is common and often chaotic, the 49ers' decision to keep Aiyuk on the roster, at least for now, speaks volumes about their strategy. They're not just reacting to the rumors, but are actively controlling the narrative. Aiyuk's future remains uncertain, but he could still shine brightly in San Francisco if he can turn this situation around and prove himself worthy of a starting role. As fans, we should be cautiously optimistic. The 49ers front office is clearly weighing their options, and while it may seem like a waiting game, it's ultimately a game of chess, not checkers. The coming weeks will be crucial as we watch how this situation unfolds. Will Aiyuk find a new home, or will he rise back into the 49ers fold? The drama continues to unfold, and it's a storyline worth keeping an eye on. As we transition into our next segment, let's keep that energy flowing. The 49ers are making headlines for more than just the Aiyuk saga, and there's plenty more to dissect regarding the team's future and roster moves. As the dust settles on the first round of the NFL draft, the San Francisco 49ers have made a strategic move that has left many wondering about their long-term vision. By trading away their 27th overall pick, the 49ers are clearly signaling a willingness to adapt and build their roster with depth, rather than just focusing on a single high-profile selection. Fans, where are you watching from? Share your thoughts on this bold strategy. In a calculated maneuver, the 49ers first traded their 27th and 138th picks to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for Miami's 30th and 90th picks. This was not just a numbers game. The 90th pick is pivotal for the 49ers, who entered the draft lacking a 3rd-round selection after previously trading that pick to the Dallas Cowboys in a deal that brought defensive tackle Odighizuwa to San Francisco. This trade showcases General Manager John Lynch's commitment to shoring up the roster in a way that provides immediate and future benefits. But Lynch wasn't done yet. The 49ers then made another move, sending their newly acquired 30th pick to the New York Jets for the 33rd and 179th picks. This second trade not only allowed San Francisco to move down slightly, but also added another 5th-round pick to their arsenal. It's a classic example of Lynch's approach, extracting maximum value from every move while keeping the team's long-term goals in mind. By the end of day one, the 49ers transformed their draft situation from 6 picks to 7, effectively turning one of their 4 4th-round picks into that crucial 3rd-round selection. This is a smart play, allowing the team to maintain flexibility and target the players they truly want as the draft unfolds. Lynch hinted at this strategy during his pre-draft presser. He emphasized the importance of having discussions with other teams to maneuver and acquire more picks. "We've done our homework," Lynch stated, "and we'll continue to talk to teams and have discussions. So how can we find some more picks? We'll certainly be open to that." His foresight is now paying off, as many of the players they had their eyes on remain available heading into the 2nd round. As the 49ers prepare for day 2 of the draft, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, they hold the first pick of the second round, a prime position that allows them to reassess their options. Lynch remarked on the significance of the 33rd pick, noting it gives them the chance to reset their board and strategize effectively. "It puts you in a really nice spot," he said. "This position not only allows for a solid selection, but could entice other teams looking to trade, as they might feel the urgency to grab a player they love. Moreover, don't overlook the possibility of trading that 33rd pick for an established veteran who can contribute immediately. The 49ers have a window to combine that pick with a veteran player, which could significantly bolster their chances at a Super Bowl run. If they opt not to trade, they still have a tremendous opportunity to draft a player they may have originally targeted at 27, all while enhancing their draft capital. The 49ers are in an enviable position, and as fans, we should be excited about the potential that lies ahead. The coming days will reveal whether Lynch's strategy will pay off in the form of impactful draft selections, or perhaps even an enticing trade that adds a seasoned player to the roster. What do you think will happen next? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the next story. The curtain has officially fallen on the 2026 NFL Draft, and the San Francisco 49ers have emerged with 8 new players for bolstering the offense and for fortifying the defense. This is just the beginning, as the coaching staff gears up to develop this rookie class, aiming to maximize each player's potential. As fans, we have to brace ourselves for the upcoming season filled with hope, anticipation, and perhaps a bit of skepticism. Media analysts have wasted no time in handing out draft grades for the 49ers. Now, let's be clear, assessing a draft just moments after it concludes can feel a bit ludicrous. The rookies haven't even stepped onto the field for their first practice. Yet these early evaluations provide a glimpse into how the team is perceived to have aligned its needs with talent based on pre-draft assessments. The grades for the 49ers have varied significantly, ranging from a commendable A- to a disheartening D-. A mixed bag indeed. Let's unpack these evaluations. Starting with the highest grade, an A-. The analysis praises San Francisco's strategic approach in trading down twice during the first round. This maneuver was crucial for stockpiling mid-round picks. The selection of Stribling at receiver is highlighted as a potential game-changer, thanks to his impressive combination of size and speed, coupled with an ability to make plays after the catch. The acquisition of Odighizuwa through a trade only bolstered this grade, as he is expected to add depth and explosiveness to the pass rush. Rookies like Romello Height and Kalen Black are also mentioned, as they bring the necessary energy and versatility to both the ground game and the defensive front. The value found in Grayson Halton, especially as a pass-rushing tackle, adds to the positive outlook for this draft class. On the flip side, some analysts were less optimistic, assigning a B grade. They noted that while the roster lacks immediate star power, the depth added could prove invaluable, especially considering the injuries that plagued the team last season. The 49ers are not just building for now. They're preparing for the long haul. With the specter of injuries hanging over players like Christian McCaffrey, it is essential that the organization cultivates reliable backups. Then came the B- grades, leading to a more nuanced criticism. The general consensus here was that while the 49ers addressed some needs, they might have reached for players rather than sticking strictly to draft value. The decision to hold on to the second-round pick instead of trading it for a better deal raised eyebrows. While Stribling's addition is a strategic move to reshape the receiving core, the concern lies in how well he fits into the existing framework, especially with the impending departure of Brandon Aiyuk. The third and fourth rounds saw the 49ers addressing defensive needs, yet some analysts expressed doubts about the overall strategy. The picks of Height and Halton were lauded, but the selection of Black as a third-round running back was criticized. Black's skill set appears limited, and there were concerns about whether he could truly complement McCaffrey without being a liability in the passing game. As we move to the C and C- grades, the narrative becomes more critical. Analysts pointed out that the 49ers traded out of the first round and chose to draft players who were perceived as reaches. The selection of Stribling at 33 raised eyebrows, especially since many believed he would still be available later. The decision to draft Black over more highly rated running backs was also met with skepticism. Fans have to wonder, did the front office miscalculate their needs, or are they simply trusting their board more than a consensus? The final verdicts range from AD to AD-. This paints a rather grim picture, with critics arguing that the 49ers may not have utilized their draft capital effectively. The picks were described as puzzling, and there's a palpable concern that the organization might be falling into a pattern of questionable decision-making. The lack of a clear direction when it came to high-impact selections has left many fans feeling concerned about the overall strength of this draft class. To close this chapter, let's reflect on the larger implications of this draft for the 49ers. Injuries plagued the team last season, and as we look ahead, it is clear that depth is paramount. The front office must ensure that they're not only drafting for immediate impact, but also for the future. The San Francisco 49ers are a storied franchise with a legacy of greatness. And as fans, we must hold them accountable for their decisions while also supporting them in their endeavors. So, where are you watching from, faithful fans? What do you think about the 49ers draft class? Are you excited, or do you share the concerns of some analysts? Make sure to leave your comments below and subscribe for more in-depth coverage and analysis of our beloved San Francisco 49ers. It's time to rally together as we prepare for what lies ahead.